Shalom, 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 shapaka. How are we all doing today? This is All Things Truth and Holiness. And I wanted to come on here to talk about the movie Disclosure Day. I just got back home by looking at that movie with my family. So I asked ChatGPT because I wanted to do some research on it about the brief description and the concept of it. So here's what it said. Disclosure Day 2026 is a science fiction thriller about a world-changing secret when meteorologist, I hope I'm saying that right, meteorologist Margaret Fairchild begins experiencing strange mental phenomena, and cybersecurity expert Daniel Kellner uncovers classified files against extraterrestrial contact. They become connected by a conspiracy that has been hidden from humanity for decades. As powerful organizations attempt to stop them, Margaret and Daniel race to reveal to turn the world on what becomes known as Disclosure Day. The film exposes themes of truth versus secrecy, the public's right to know, and how humanity might react if it learned it was not alone in the universe. Combining mystery, suspense, government conspiracy, and first context science fiction, the story builds toward a global revelation that changes the course of human history. The ending leaves audiences questioning whether humanity is truly prepared to hear the truth. So let me just say, as I was looking at the movie, before I looked at the movie and I went outside, I asked the Most High for discernment over this movie. And what I can see in this movie was something based off end times, but not only that, it's just that I want to talk about Margaret. Let's talk about Margaret for a moment, okay? She's the one that literally caught my mind. When I say that, I mean that there is something rare about this lady, and what I mean by that is the aliens were possessing her. She got alien in her. So, being that she don't even know these people, she don't even. Hey, as I was looking at this movie, there was just something rare about her that just caught my eyes, in the fact that the alien was possessing her to do things, to say things, and to just come out of place and just spill out knowledge that nobody knows that she knows. See, she was supposed to be described as someone who knows things others don't, or because that's the alien that was in her. Right, so don't mind the text that is on the bottom. I'm actually on a website right now that is talking about the movie, but I'm not going to go through the description. I'm using those pictures to showcase the movie clips. So she has been this rare person that knows things ever since she was a child. I'm not going to go deep into her biography, but I can just say that, there is something I can't even explain right now, but there is literally something that is very telling in the movie. And the movie, if you look at it, it's more than talking about aliens. It's more than aliens. A person interacting with aliens and the person that has alien in them to know and acknowledge other people's languages and where they're at and what you call it, stuff like that. Guys, I recommend y'all watch this movie and see what y'all see. Okay? Because this movie right here really opened my eyes to see that, okay, I can't get the words out right now. I wish I did, but I cannot. There is something in that movie that just it has a meaning. It has like some certain type of message behind it. If y'all know the answer, y'all can comment below. But before I go, I want to say this one last thing. Um, and one last thing, I just want to point out another thing too. I forgot about Daniel Kellner. These two have a thing in common. They know things that other people don't know. And I could just say that's something unique that is somewhat in them and whatnot. So I just want to say one thing about Daniel. He had files about aliens that goes back 2 years ago when they had aliens in the world. And you want to know something too? The part that just wowed me was when the news was showing that everybody was showing the disclosure day, and they was showing the old documented files of aliens and how they were in the world. And very quick, if y'all can open y'all Bibles to the Sefer book or the KJV, whatever y'all got, let's go to Acts chapter 2, verse 17 to 21. I'm just gonna read this because that's what it kind of reminds me of, in a way, based off the whole movie. And it shall come to pass in the last days, says Yah, I will pour out my Rawak upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, and your young men shall see visions, and your old men shall dream dreams. And on my servants and on my handmaidens I will pour out in those days of my Rawak, and they shall prophesy. And I will show wonders in heaven above, and signs in the earth beneath, blood, and fire, and vapor of smoke, Salakia. And pause here. What I would like to say too is, verse 19 again says, and I will show wonders in heaven above, and signs in the earth beneath. I can just say that Disclosure Day showed signs about the future and what is to come and what's going on in the world. Okay, I'm gonna move on. Verse 20. The sun shall be turned into darkness and the moon into blood before that great and terrible day of Yahawah come. And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of Yahawah shall be saved. And Ezekiel chapter 38 verse 7 says, be prepared and prepare yourself, you and all your company that are assembled unto you, and be you a guard unto them. Verse 8 says, after many days you shall be visited. In the latter years you shall come into the land that is brought back from the sword, and is gathered out of many people against the mountains of Yasharel, which have been always waste. But it is brought forth out of the nations, and they shall dwell safely, all of them. Salakia. Let me go to Joel chapter 2, verse 28. So Joel chapter 2, verse 28 to 31. This is a whole precept to Acts chapter 2, verse 17 to 21, I guess. But I'm just going to read verse 28 since that's what my focus is really on right now based on the movie. And it shall come to pass afterward that I will pour out my Rawak upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, your old men shall dream dreams, and your young men shall see visions. So from there, y'all, I would just like to point out that Disclosure Day is a really deep movie to watch. I definitely suggest that you, again, go to the movies and watch the movie for yourself. Just, that. And based off end times, please, y'all, get prepared, because you know not the hour nor the day when Adonai Yahawashi HaMashiach is going to come back to save his remnant. Perilous times are already here. we see prophecies already are being fulfilled and are going to be fulfilled. And until the prophecies be fulfilled, that's when Adonai Yahawah Mashiach comes back to save his remnant. So I recommend y'all prepare your household, prepare your family, prepare yourself, prepare your spirit, pray, fast, watch, ask for discernment from the Most High, ask for wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. And I would just like to point out, just prepare your spirit, prepare yourself overall, have your house prayed up, ask Yahawah for protection from all this evil going on in the world. Shalom, Meshapaka. Yahawah Ba'ashem, Yahawah Shai, Parakata. The Most High, in the name of the Messiah, bless you. Bye.